The goal of today's reading is to be able to explain the preamble and the principles of the Constitution. Lesson 9, Section 1. The preamble tells the goals of government. The delegates who crafted the Constitution chose each word carefully. Some of their best-known words are in the introduction, called the preamble, which explains the reasons for the new government. The Constitution begins with the memorable phrase, "We the people." With these words, the delegates announced that the Constitution based its authority on the people themselves rather than on the authority of the states, the existing government, or a sovereign ruler appointed by God. Instead, the power came from ordinary Americans. This concept is known as popular sovereignty. Popular sovereignty, the idea that the government's authority comes from the people. The delegates also included a list of goals for the new government in the preamble, which addressed their want to form a more perfect union. What did the delegates mean by this? They wanted the states to cooperate with each other and create a strong relationship between the states and the national government. The Constitution also aims to establish justice. Americans did not want to be ruled by the might of soldiers or the decisions of kings. They instead wanted to be ruled by laws that would apply to all people equally. The delegates hoped that the new government would ensure domestic tranquility. By domestic, they meant within the country. By tranquility, they meant peace and order. It was the government's responsibility to keep peace and maintain order within the country. The new government would provide for the common defense. In other words, the national government would be responsible for protecting the nation against foreign enemies, allowing for stronger protection than would be possible if each state had its own army and navy. The delegates wanted the new government to promote the general welfare. This meant that the government could support an economy and a society in which people could prosper. Finally, the delegates hoped to secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. By posterity, the delegates meant the generations that would come after them. They wanted the government to protect the freedoms gained in the American Revolution and preserve them for Americans to enjoy in the future. The delegates knew that these goals required a national government. However, based on their experience with the king, many people were suspicious of a strong central government. For this reason, the delegates tried to create a balanced framework that people could trust.